EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose, and the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff. And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time. But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run. And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1. 1 week, yeah. Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about. That's the challenge. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter. Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Here we go, strike. Ready, ready.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. Here's Walker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Seahawks. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 24 now, here's second down and 2.
Throwing
now is Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
On play action, now Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Go to 50, 258.
Now Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Rodgers again now. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. And score that one for one of the league's best. Jalen Ramsey getting the tackle for loss.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll set up to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's Kobe Bryant, who was there to stop him for a loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
18.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Green 18.
Rodgers going to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 13-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ready.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Walker. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Back to Walker on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Second and 9 now. And it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Here we go. Check. Bronco leading. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's second and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Green 18.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
It's now second and 6.
Second down and 6 now. Now Rodgers. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
some room to roam now. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Johnson running left. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And Rodgers now to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air, really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
go to Johnson again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Look at the 8. 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Up the middle, Johnson. Give him 5 yards there, and we'll bring up 2nd down.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Oh, look at the juke. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
26.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Steelers 18.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time, well for a solid game.
And he'll get it near the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
I like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
19, Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Christian Wilkins drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage and just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Christian Wilkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. 44 yards.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A great play by Derek Hall to drop him behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
A 58-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And complete to Smith-Njigba. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Kobe Bryant makes the stop on that one.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not down another turnover on his ledger.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. Now Rodgers got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Well, this offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. That's Smith. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now run with Warren. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Here now, third down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Warren.
Yeah, he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Rodgers to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
And penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. That's to Freiermuth.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard
To throw is Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Out and he connects with Freiermuth.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
Good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Rodgers.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Julian Love picks it.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second.